Hi Libra, we're going to do your weekly tea for the week of March 19th, and I have a love message attached to it as well, so it's sort of two messages all in one. It's good for Sun, Rising, Moon, Venus, Mercury placement of Libra. As always, keep in mind this is a general reading, so it is not going to resonate with everyone that watches. If you want to book a private reading with me that isn't general but is personal and just for you, Libra, the link to my website to schedule a one-on-one tarot reading with me and to check out human design analysis is down in the description below this video. If you're new, welcome to Soma Chandra Libra. This is a channel dedicated just to Libra and Sagittarius. I only read for those two signs here, but if you are another zodiac sign, if your sun sign is another sign and you want a private reading with me, I am able to channel messages for all 12 signs, and I do so all the time. A lot of people ask me that. They're like, can you channel for other signs? And I'm like, I can channel for anyone in the atmosphere on planet Earth, regardless of your sign. I'll read for anybody, almost anybody. Okay, so check all that out on the website. All right, Soma Chandra Libra, let's get into it. Couple different things happening all at once. Out of my first Oracle deck, 3 cards came out. Boundaries, unplug, and simplicity was the last card out. Mantra is at the bottom of the deck. Shapeshifter. Some of you are undergoing a change of some kind. You're shifting shape, you're shifting form. Maybe some of you have been dealing with a shapeshifter. Well, first of all, I feel like you guys really want to keep it simple this week. I'm hearing like get back to basics. You want everything to be very simple. With boundaries, unplug, simplicity, and mantra, some of you would very much like to commit to like a spiritual practice the week of March 19th. Some of you very much want to spend time alone. Maybe there's something you really need to think about. You want to meditate. You want to pray. You're focusing on your own personal mantra. That's very personal, very specific, and very unique. Spirit wants you to ask yourself, what is your mantra? What are you putting most of your thoughts into? Can you channel that in a very directed, specific way? Because it's not prayer, it's mantra. What's your mantra right now? I think we should all think of a mantra. Maybe I'll put that in the community feed this week. I'll come up with one if you guys come up with one. With unplug and boundaries, the first thing I heard was like silent retreat. Some of you are planning for a silent retreat. Some of you just want to unplug and create some boundaries with some specific people in your life. I think you're kind of drawing a line in the sand. I definitely think you guys just want to get back to basics, spend time alone, get in touch with your personal mantra, and yeah, just you just need some alone time this week. But it looks like it's for good reasons too. I like this simplicity card and mantra. Your human design activation for the week is a channel. It is channel 3740, and it is a joining channel, and it is about community. This gate's about friendship, but it's also about aloneness. I love the imagery. It's really great. So this is a tribal gate, and it is about community. Some of you are thinking about really being part of something greater than yourself. If you have a family, you're very focused on your family unit right now. But this this channel is about wanting to fit in, wanting an equal exchange, wanting loyalty in your life and to not feel so alone. An equal exchange of work is what's in focus for you right now, especially those of you that live in a family unit, or if you don't work alone. Like I work alone, it's all on me. But if you work in a group dynamic like a lot of people do, it's very much about everyone pulling their weight this week. You're going to be thinking about that quite a bit. You do want love. You do want loyalty right now. I think some of you want to move out of a place of feeling alone and feel more accepted. I just heard respected as well. You want more respect. It's really important for you to honor your emotions this week, Libra, and don't let others pile a bunch of their stuff on you this week. You could feel overwhelmed. I sense that for some of you, there could be a rearranging of roles and duties and jobs. Maybe some of you have been in a leadership position. You'd like to step out of it, but you want to make sure everyone's doing their share. Identifying your needs versus the needs of others and the wants of others is going to be in focus for you this week. And get in touch with what it is you really want so that you don't feel trapped or taken advantage of. I'm hearing like you want just good, healthy relationships. There's going to be a strong focus on harmony and mutual support this week. Everybody doing their share. I also really get the sense that some of you, again, you really want an emotional connection. So you're going to be very warm and inviting and helpful. You're going to attract that into your life this week. Definitely wanting to create stronger bonds between yourself and others. I do think that you guys often see yourselves as an organizer or in charge. But what's more important to you right now is support and loyalty, more so than being in charge. Giving and receiving, equal give and take. And I think that this week there's going to be some adjustments made in the dynamics of relationships. I'm hearing like you guys were doing a bunch of something and now you want to stop doing that. You're feeling a little overwhelmed. You'd maybe like family to support you a little bit more, or your boss or coworkers to support you a little bit more. There are themes of feeling trapped versus feeling like everyone's doing their part. Yeah. And all those things come into play in the dynamics of intimate relationships and in tribes and in communities. I think that's really important to you right now. Well, obviously that was the card that came out. But your animal oracles for the week are interesting. They diverged away a little bit. The lamb and the black egg came out. Crocodile is at the bottom of the deck. This comes with, I think, a bit of a harsh message. First of all, some of you, the Five of Swords is here between yourself and another person, but it's in reverse. So there might have been some conflict. I heard specifically that some of you may have a bad temper this week. Maybe that flared up over the weekend. I don't know what's going on in your natal chart, but like for me, Mars is squaring off with my natal Mars. So I already know that I'm going to be extra special with a short fuse this week. So I would check your Mars placement and check your astrology to see if there's any tense aspects with Mars for you, or Mercury, because Mercury is how we communicate and Mars is about like the dynamic energy within us, what we're willing to fight for, our morals, our values. There is a lot of passionate energy in Mars. I feel as though some of you will struggle to not lose your temper. I'm hearing you may have a short fuse, but right now you're cooling off. If you have been mad or irritated with others, or you've noticed yourself being impatient, you are going to sort of lie in wait and watch and cool off because you don't want to fight. I see B down here. Some of you are going to be busy this week. Well, make a good schedule for yourself. But the lamb and the black egg together come with kind of a weird message. Don't be a martyr this week, Libra. Don't make excuses for yourself or another person, and don't throw yourself under the bus. I also hear that some of you may come across a false prophet. There's going to be themes of spirituality and spiritual bypassing this week. Another message I'm hearing is some of you see yourselves as having a message to share with someone, but you feel as though if you do, you're going to sacrifice yourself in some way. Some of you have been making excuses for either yourself or another person, and you've been sacrificing yourself for that person or that situation for so long that now you're getting bent and you don't know what to say, but you don't want to fight. Okay, that's good. Understand, Libra, that anger is a valid emotion. It's how we express it that's most important. So I do feel like some of you have made some rationalizations and justifications, and you've sacrificed yourself and now you're ticked off. I think you don't want to do that anymore. That can play out in any number of relationships or scenarios in our lives, right? Where like we're a little bit of a doormat and we think that there's a really good reason for our actions or someone else's actions, and then you're like, no. Some of you may discover this week that your words have fallen on deaf ears, and that the message you thought you had to share, the more and more you dig into your own motivations or your own knowledge, you'll realize you didn't have enough knowledge, or your motivations were not what you originally thought they were. It might be hard for you to accept this about yourself or that person. Make sure your message is very clear. And don't sacrifice yourself and make excuses for yourself and another person. I think you're gonna kind of getting tired of doing that, which is probably why the boundaries and unplug card came out. It's like I can't tell myself this relationship or my feelings for this person are special when they're not. Yeah, especially for any of you that have been in a situationship. I feel like you guys with the 10 of Wands and the 2 of Pentacles, some of you are totally overwhelmed. As I'm always saying, are you asking your kids to help you carry in the groceries? My goodness. Almost finished with a cycle maybe. I just feel like there's a lot on your plate right now. Some of you are working 2 jobs. Some of you are really busy. Some of you have to do 2 things at once this week. I also think that there's some shit that you just need to let go of and stop making excuses about. You may have to make a really practical choice coming up, weigh your odds. I think you're not 100% sure what to do next. You'll be able to figure out what to do next when you drop the burdens. You may also have a person just plain hiding from you, so now you don't know what to do. And I do see that you're kind of on the lookout for something. What is this? The Page of Swords, the 3 of Cups, the Page of Pentacles, the 5 of Pentacles to the 9 of Pentacles. There's another page. Some of you want to explore and study something. Some of you wonder if you'll have enough money to pay for something. Some of you are also feeling philanthropic, or you want to contribute to something in your community that might clean it up, spruce it up. You may be thinking of donating something. You do want to invest in something. Some of you would like to develop a skill that would lead to making more money or finances. I also heard that any of you that own a business, you're going to think of ways to spruce up your storefront or your business to make it look better on a shoestring budget. I also see that some of you here's that channel here, the channel of community coming out. You're like, would I fit in there? Can I do this? This could also just be dating as well, questioning where a relationship is going. But I see someone like wanting to fit in a group. This might even be one of your children. Wondering, I also just heard some of you are considering like a preschool or a private school for your kids. I'm hearing some of you like want to be part of that group. This is funny. I'm hearing that some of you think like the other parents in this school or this group are kind of crunchy and granola. That's what I'm hearing. And you're like, well, I fit in here. Well, you might be able to get some help. You know, I do have more kid cards down here. For some of you, children and family are in focus. Okay, and getting your kids to help with stuff. Wow, lots of like family messages coming through, which is good because that's important. So they wanted me to do you versus them. So the energy between yourself and another person is the 5 of Swords in reverse and the High Priestess. This sort of lines up with the mantra card. Some of you are dealing with a Pisces. Maybe you have Pisces in your chart or Cancer in your chart. Some of you also have a Libra, Pisces, or Cancer moon. I just heard Taurus moon. I have a Taurus moon. I hear you, boo. You have very pretty eyes too, Miss Taurus moon. Okay, well, anyway, some of you do want to meditate. You do want to be kind of quiet right now. I think that you feel intuitively connected to someone that you don't 100% want to be. You are listening to your intuition, and the last thing you want to do is pick a fight with anybody. This person, someone may feel this way about you too, Libra. They may want to make amends. The 5 of Swords in reverse is not the 3 of Cups in the upright or the 2 of Cups either. It's like, let's not deal with this conflict, loss, and change. There may be quite the struggle in communication between yourself and someone else, but you see yourself as strength in the 9 of Swords. Are we stressed out about a Leo? Maybe you are. Some of you definitely feel like you have to keep your mouth shut about something. There is anxiety. Some of you are worried about a pet or an animal as well, because there is an animal on this card. Your pet or might be keeping you up at night. Maybe you're stressed. You may struggle to sleep. Some of you really feel like you have to be strong in a situation. It's definitely taking you strength of character to deal with something. The way you're feeling is the 8 of Cups and the Page of Swords. Some of you feel like you just have to, some of you are pretty disappointed by something. I also feel like some of you need to avoid heavier emotions at this time. I also think that some of you are really putting something behind you and walking away, but at the same, it's like you're walking away, but you're wondering if anybody's watching. With the this Nine of Swords and Page of Swords right beneath each other. Some of you are a little bit paranoid about something right now. Wondering if, I noticed the Page of Swords is looking at the Eight of Cups, wondering if someone else has walked away, or you're walking away and you wonder if anybody notices. I feel like some of you are trying to give a person one last chance a little bit-ish in your emotions. But your action is the Hangman and the World. The Hangman is here twice. I've been saying this about the Hangman lately. Oh, I always say it about it. It's been coming out a lot in general readings and private readings. The Hangman is, I think, one of the hardest spiritual lessons to actually get, because it's really uncomfortable. We often tantrum before we radically accept a scenario for what it really is, let it go, relax. We have to just pause and surrender. With the World here, something is truly over. You're letting something go, seeing things for what they really are, radically accepting something for what it really is. I do think that some of you are waiting to go through a new portal, but timing isn't quite right. Portal meaning like new journey. There is definitely a pause here that might be a little difficult for you to deal with. Yeah, it's not easy for you to deal with entirely. I'm listening for more messages. Some of you may need to leave something behind. A child could be involved. You're a bit worried about that. It's like you don't want to, but you think you might have to. Some of you with the World and the Ten of Wands and the Two of Pentacles are thinking about relocating. I keep hearing it. I have to say it one more time. Some of you are very worried about a child, like leaving the school they're in or moving or relocating. Okay. That's sweet too. I also heard that some of you just found out one of your kids has special needs in some way. Mine do too, you guys. It will be okay if that's your story. So a person in your energy is the sun and the moon. When day is night and night is day, well, sometimes this person has a lot of clarity and sometimes this person's a little moody and confused. They are both at the same time. Maybe they have Pisces and Leo strong in their chart. This person has a happy, optimistic side. This person has a strong inner child. This person might be optimistic to a fault. It's like a part of this person is very outgoing and happy and adventurous, but they're not a robot or an eternal child. They do have emotions and feelings too that they struggle to get in touch with sometimes. I think that this is a person in your environment all the time, there may be some stuff going on with them that you're not 100% aware of that weighs heavily on them emotionally. They struggle with clarity here, but they're going to put on a good face with the sun. There's a lot of duality to this person. The way this person feels is the Eight of Pentacles to the Six of Wands. Well, first of all, this person might not be great at communicating with you this week because of the Eight of Pentacles and the Six of Wands. This person's very busy doing what they're doing. And they may be getting an achievement or a success of some kind. This person may get a raise. I just heard for a few of you, this person is like just spruced up their resume or something. They may win some kind of an achievement or an award at work. They're not really sure how they feel about that. Because the Six of Wands is coming underneath the moon. So someone may be up for like a raise or a promotion or something, but they're like, yeah, this makes me happy, but I don't know how happy actually. This just might be how they deal with their heavier emotions, where they just pour themselves into work. Someone might be a little bit of a workaholic and they're kind of up on their high horse and aloof at times. For some of you, this person's just working on an achievement of some kind. Their action towards you is the Six of Swords and Temperance, Sagittarius energy. Well, this person's just kind of in a transition. This is their action towards you. So the two of you aren't having a strong reaction to one another. If this is like a romantic partner that you live with, that you have a good relationship with, it's like, I kind of get the sense that for the most part, everything is fine. I think you wish they would communicate with you a little bit better. I think you feel like you're on pause, waiting for some kind of a decision to be made. I don't think this person is 100% in the same place that you are right now. They don't want to fight at all. If there has been a fight, they may kind of give you the cold shoulder and appear kind of aloof. I'm hearing that this person is somewhat calm, cool, and collected just in general. For those of you that have had to accept an ending, it is over. It's over, and the Hanged Man is your final outcome. Just letting something go. Or there's just a pause right now. But when I clarified it, I got the Three of Pentacles, the Moon, and Strength. Okay. Libra, you're either letting it go or you're not. For some of you, it's hard to walk away from someone or something and let them go and just let it go. It may also be a struggle for you guys to communicate your deeper feelings as well. I do think you are, it's like with the Moon, there's this lack of clarity. There are heavy emotions. I also sense that for a few of you, there is a bit of illusion or delusion at play, but also stiff upper lip and strength of character, and yet you're still watching. Some of you are kind of, both of you might be somewhat milling around each other to a degree, but you don't want the other one to recognize that. You are sort of wondering if they'll come back. Some of you really need to block a person, but you won't. It's like you don't want to fight with them, but it still stresses you out. Just keep working through it, Libra, because you have gotten an ascension and you are letting quite a bit go. I wanted to know what this person would say to you. I feel so happy with you. I can't be with you. I don't want to let you go. I can't reach out. Jesus Christ. And I admire you. Oh, that's nice. I'm glad you admire Libra. Me too. So you may admire them. They may admire you. This is what one of you wants to say to the other. I asked Spirit, what does this person want to say to Libra? Super back and forth. Well, your husband just might be in a shit ton of meetings this week, ladies or gentlemen. Like, so I heard that, like, he just can't reach out and he can't be with you. Like, he can't go on vacation. He's got to pour into work right now. He's up for a promotion or some shit like that. For those of you that it's a very different kind of relationship, they can't be with you and they can't reach out, but they feel happy with you, so they don't want to let you go. How about I love you and I want to be with you? No, I'm not getting that. So very back and forth for those of you that are single or you're in kind of a situationship, or there's like, the other thing too is that this week they're not really communicating, at least for the next 3 or 4 days, but they are very happy when they're with you and they don't want to let you go. That seems a little stressful. And I think it's like, what's going on? But in the meantime, you guys are, I think some of you are a little bit of a wallflower right now. You want to get into dating or a group dynamic or something like that and have fun, but you're like, I'm definitely curious. I need my questions answered first. But your deeper emotions, Libra, look like you want something very new. The Five of Cups, the Star, the Ace of Swords, and the Ace of Cups. I wanted to know what the clarity was here, and I got the Magician, the Two of Wands, and the Empress. Nice. Okay. Well, for some of you, this is a new relationship. Some of you, this person could be far away. This could be an online relationship. Some of you have a secret crush on this person. And you're trying not to go bananas and chase after them. For others of you, this might be like a relationship that's over and you're moving on to new love. Some of you are working through regrets deep within. Woulda, coulda, shoulda, crying a bit over spilled milk. Some of you do long for a healing or a renewal with this person, but ultimately you just want to feel happy, motivated, and free and healed. I think you want to come from a place of clarity. Some of you have cut to the chase, cut through to the truth. You know the truth, you know the deal. There could be an Aquarius here that's sort of dying inside for you as well. Some of you long to come into union with yourself. You've had to cut something off. You know the truth. You want to do what's correct for you. You want to reopen your heart chakra, or balance that heart chakra. You want to experience the feeling of new love as well. Some of you are dying for something new, and you're not sitting around doing nothing about it either. Some of you have an Aries, Gemini, or a Virgo, or an Aquarius that you're kind of after right now. Maybe you have that in your chart. You are the divine manifester right now. You're picking your path, and you have very high standards right now. For those of you that are like women, you're looking for a grown-ass woman. For my ladies in particular, everybody can jump through your hoop right now. I think you have good standards right now. I think you're very grounded right now as well. I am going to do an extended because some of you kind of maybe you're wondering if something's over with another person, but deep within you're like, Carrie Lee, I already know it's over. I'm already trying to manifest new love into my life and I want it to go somewhere. Like I really want it to go somewhere good. Or this might be a new person. So I am going to do an extended to clarify what's going on with this human being over here a little bit more deeply. If you feel like you need the extended, the link to that will be at the top of the description below. But move towards keeping it, like keep it simple this week. That's what you're going to do with your mantras, and definitely focusing on harmony and love and mutual support is a very strong focus on family, tribe, and community this week, Libra, and everybody doing their part and their role so that you can open up to new stuff. If you're distracted by everybody like pulling on you to do all their shit for them, you really can't focus on new things. And this person is just whatever, but I'll look at their deeper motivations for you, especially if this is a person you have kind of a crush on, but you have to kind of wait for them to notice you. All right, Libra, that's your message for the 19th. Hope it resonates and hope it helps. I'm always listening to the universe for you, Libra. Take care. I love you guys, and I'll see you next time.